This week is about ticking off those tasks that have been on my back of my brain to-do list for a while, and I am finally going to be doing some of them. We are talking finishing audiobooks that I've had on the go for ages, sorting out some plant care, maybe propagating some plants, I'm not fully sure. I have some stuff going on behind me with this plant. It's a lot. I don't know if I want to propagate it and make another giant plant out of what is already a little bit of a situation, but I need to sort that out. I also am going to be putting some bits up on my walls, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I've got a couple of prints that I have been wanting to frame. One of them, this one here specifically, I have been meaning to frame for about 2 years, so this is true procrastination, and I have finally got a frame for this. In my defense, I did have to order a frame that was the custom size for this, so I think I just kept putting that off and putting it off. But then I got another print a few weeks ago that I needed to order a frame for as well, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do it all in one. So I'm gonna frame these this morning and then decide where to put them on my walls, which is a whole other situation, because you'd think having this for 2 years I might have a spot for it in my head. No, I just liked it. I saw it at the V&A a few years ago at the Alice in Wonderland exhibition, and I got it, and now I have a frame, and now it's today's Beth problem to deal with where it actually goes. I also want to try and get into a little bit of a exercise routine over the next week or so if I can. I have been slacking, and I can't really use the seasons as an excuse, not that that's a good excuse anyway, but it's now nice and sunny. Well, I'm saying it's nice and sunny. It's not really nice and sunny this morning, but you know, it's June, we're heading towards summer solstice, we should be seeing nice blue skies and sunny weather. But I want to go on more walks. I want to try and maybe do a bit of yoga in the morning. I just want to move my body a little bit more. So generally, just trying to do a little bit of a reset, just, you know, nice summer solstice reset, be prepared to enter into my favourite time of year, which we're pretty much already in, but it's just an excuse for me to get stuff done, basically. So, I'm gonna frame these prints. This is the Hamilton one. Oh, upside down, from the Bristol Hippodrome. It was so good, it was so good. I'm excited to get these up on the wall and actually pick a spot for them. I am possibly thinking here. It's definitely going to be covered up by the foliage a little bit, but I think that would look really cute, especially with the little hot air balloon and the kind of Wonderland vibe. It's so difficult putting stuff up on your own because you can't have anyone hold it so you can go and look at how it looks from a distance. So I'm just going to kind of use my camera for that, but I think I like it here. I actually have another piece of art that I want to put up on the wall that's actually a bit more like this kind of vibe, and I'm thinking that that might go here, so maybe I just kind of turn this into a little eclectic art wall vibe. I was gonna get new shelves at some point because I varnished these myself and I did not research how to do it beforehand, and they do not look good close up at all, and I really don't like them, but they've been here for years and I feel like they're just gonna stay here probably for the foreseeable future. So I think I'm gonna commit to this and just go for a little art wall, mini art wall kind of vibe here. It looks so good. I love it with the plant and the little air balloon. It just looks so cute. I'm gonna add in this beautiful Gaia wall art here. I think I got this at Glastonbury at the weekend. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I think that this is gonna look really nice like there-ish. I think it's so hard to judge this on my own, but I think it's gonna look nice there. Like there? Maybe? I'm such a perfectionist with this kind of thing as well, which could be a blessing and a curse when trying to get things in the perfect spot. Ta-da! I love it. Looks so good. This is the print I still have to find a frame for, but I think I may be able to find one in town today, so I'm gonna nip in and have a look. I have no idea where this is going. I don't think I'm gonna put this on that wall. I'm not really sure, but I really like this one as well. Glastonbury did me good. I got this I got my little Gaia, and I got this lady. She is beautiful. I kept seeing her about and I just thought she was absolutely gorgeous, so I've got her. She's currently sitting on my TV unit. I don't know if she'll stay there, but she's so pretty. Oh, and I got a little fairy door as well. Okay, I'm heading into town to try and pick up another frame for my Tolkien print, and also just have a little bit of a look in Waterstones, because I really want to find something that has the same kind of vibe as The Gentleman from Peru by Andre Asselman, which I read last week, the week before. Time is blurring. I read it very recently. I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I want that kind of summer vibe that that book had, and I found a couple online. I don't think my local Waterstones has them, but I'm gonna have a look in blind hope anyway. I mentioned that I was in the middle of a couple of audiobooks that I really want to finish, so that is Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, which I started a couple of weeks ago. I was reading that as a physical book, but I was told that there was a full cast audiobook, and it's great. I'm really enjoying that we have David Tennant and Michael Sheen narrating it, so that's a great time. And then I've also got A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery, which I have been in the middle of for so long. It's set in the 1970s in India during an internal crisis. There is a lot going on in this book. It's following 4 different, it's really sunny. It's following 4 different characters' perspectives, and we're seeing each of their lives as they kind of come together. It's definitely very heavy, and I would like to try and finish both of these audiobooks over the next week or so, because I've been reading them for so long.
When we finally
Hi, it's Saturday and it's absolutely tipping it down with rain. I have a wedding that I need to go shoot. It's torrential rain. I really hope this goes. I mean, the wedding is indoors, thankfully, but it does make a difference when it is cloudy and gloomy outside. So I'm going to head off to that in a sec, but I just wanted to fill you in because I have finished 2 books since we last spoke. I finished the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Very epic, very good introduction to the series. I'm really intrigued by the magic system and how this kind of goes on and evolves. The end of the world is kind of the theme of this. There's destruction coming, and it's the magic system is involved a little bit in how that destruction comes about. I really enjoyed the way that we saw the narrative string together as well. You're seeing 3 different stories happening all at once, and I think it was really clever the way that it looped all that together. I felt very invested. I really liked these characters' journeys, and I really liked all the side characters that we meet along the way. I really like Alabaster. He's very sweet. Really enjoyed his character. Just so much of this I felt so invested in. It felt like one great big epic journey, and I am so excited to keep going with this series. So I really enjoyed that. And then I also finished A Fine Balance by Written to Mystery, which also felt like a huge journey. It was an incredibly sad book, and I just feel like I went on such a journey with these characters throughout parts of their lives, and it was reflective at times, it was hopeful at times as well, and just, I love a book where you go on a journey in the way that Pachinko, for example, does, or The Mountains Sing, and you get this huge part of somebody's life in this big journey that they're going on. I love that this book taught me about a moment in history in another culture that I didn't really know too much about. Generally, those kind of books where you get to see somebody's life, not in a fantasy setting, like in just an everyday, their existence, this is their life, this is what happens to them at this point in history, I just think is brilliant. I just think this book did a fantastic job of bringing the reader along on that journey, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I have got Good Omens to finish, and then I finished the current audiobooks that I was listening to, and I finished my current read. So I'm reading now Hot Milk for another vlog, so I won't be talking to you too much about that. That's for Cover to Cover episode 3. If you want to check that out, it will be live by the time you're watching this, so go up there to see my full thoughts on that. But that is my physical read, and yeah, Good Omens is my audiobook. I'm just sat in front of my horror shelves trying to pick my next physical read, and I have no idea what to read. I keep looking at specific ones, but then I'm like, no, I want to save those for more like spooky season to be able to include in horror reading vlogs. But then at the same time, I'm away for a lot of October anyway, so I don't really know what that kind of content's going to look like for me in October, so I don't know whether to just read the books now. I don't really know. I want something addictive, and I want something that's going to just keep me hooked. But I don't know what. Like Pen Pal here, I feel like that is going to be like have the most chance of scaring me. If you've followed me for a while, you'll know that I'm always searching for a book that's actually going to give me the fear, and I haven't really found any yet. So I feel like Pen Pal's got the highest chance of that, but for that reason I kind of want to save it until October time. I feel like I should be reading something happy and summery for Solstice, which is like a few days away, but these are the shelves I'm sat in front of. This is partially also because I fell down a rabbit hole tonight on YouTube of watching booktubers read horror books. So now here we are. So I actually was going to read The Examiner next, which I think is even on my June TBR, but I'm going to be listening to this as an audiobook, and that is going to be my next audiobook. And I feel like listening to a thriller and reading a thriller at the same time is just too much of the same genre, and I think I'm going to end up getting confused. So that is why we're in this position. The lighting is not good. Anyway, still on the floor, still can't decide. Okay, I've never read a Riley Sager before, so maybe this is my time to read Survive the Night. You know, it looks addictive. The tagline is intriguing. 1 passenger, 1 night, 1 road trip, 1 suspected serial killer behind the wheel. Maybe I should go for this.
Just like a dream, you and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year.
this afternoon. Came into town, picked up a couple of books, we'll be doing a haul in a little bit, and then I got a pedicure, and then I just sat outside in one of my favourite spots in my town. It was really sunny, and I just sat and read, which was so good, and I ended up finishing Survive the Night. Really enjoyed it. I think it's going to come out as like a 4-ish stars. Very addictive, very tense. I kept feeling like I wanted to yell at the book, so I thought it was a great time, and it was just easy. It was exactly what I wanted. It was an easy, fast read. So I'm really glad I picked that up, and I think I'm going to start one of the books that I bought in my haul today a little bit later. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. Happy summer solstice. I have just come up to one of my favourite places in my town just before work to soak up a little bit of the morning sun before my day begins. Still out. I need to make a mental note to do this a little bit more often because this is a really nice way to start my day. So I wrote this list of stuff that I wanted to get done as part of this reset, and I haven't been ticking anything off, partly because I still have a lot on this list to do, but we can tick off hang frames, which I did like last week at this point. I also have to tidy and freshen up the flat, finish the audiobooks, which I have under 2 hours left in Good Omens, and that one is done. Plant care, I wanted to propagate some plants, and I also got some seeds that I want to plant as well. Move more, yoga/walk. I feel like I have been doing a little bit more movement, but I'm currently looking at a new gym membership at the moment, so that should help with that, and I think that would also help with the other option, which is, or the other point, which is form a routine, which again, haven't really done yet. I feel like everything in my brain feels very chaotic all the time, and I think a routine would at least help me find some sense of like balance and normality against the chaos. So basically we have 5 things on this list that I have not done and 1 that I have. And I've been filming this vlog for a week, so I'm gonna try and focus on those things tomorrow maybe. Today it's my sister's birthday, it's also summer solstice, and I'm heading out to the cinema and for dinner with my family later tonight, so I'm not really gonna have much of a chance to do any of this today, but I do have a quick book haul from my trip to WATERSTONES yesterday. So I picked up 3 books. One of them, I don't know why I've done this to myself. One Day by David Nichols. I have watched the film, I've watched the show, but I cannot remember if I've read the book. I really don't know. I feel like I read it book avalanche. I feel like I read it many years ago, but I honestly don't know. But the premise of this is a very slow burn romance between 2 people over 20 years, and every year you get an insight into what they're doing on the 15th of July, which is my birthday. So it feels like it's got that kind of special meaning with the birthday being the date, but also just the TV show absolutely destroyed me, as did the film, but I can't really remember the film quite so much, so I don't really know why I'm voluntarily entering into this. I also appreciate the fact that this is not the movie cover, or is it? This is what the cover looked like before the Netflix series was out, I think. I don't know if they've changed the faces or not, but the fact that we still have this cover, I thought I would get it whilst I could, although This is printed on. Anyway, pick this up. I also picked up another book with a printed on cover, printed on sticker. Why? This is Caroline O'Donoghue's The Rachel Incident. I asked the bookseller for something that gave summer holiday type of vibes, something fun, something that just like made you feel like you were transported into that summer setting, and they recommended me this. They have said the blurb doesn't really indicate too much as to what the book's about. I'm kind of trusting Caroline O'Donoghue because I read all Our Hidden Gifts and The Gifts That Bind Us. I never finished the series, which is Every Gift a Curse, but I did really enjoy that series, so I'm trusting in enjoying that series. But the blurb for this one, everyone in Cork remembers the Rachel incident, but what really happened? It's simple, it's complicated, it's about love, sex and friendship. It's definitely about betrayal, and above all, it's the story of Rachel and James, two 20-somethings who met at a bookshop, became best friends and spent one unforgettable year screwing up and growing up. So that sounds fun, coming of age. And then I also picked up no wait, sorry, it's not Daisy Jones and the Six, it's Songs in Ursa Major by Emma Brodie. I mean, come on, the cover, the font, the colours, everything is very Daisy Jones, but honestly, that kind of was why I initially pulled it off the shelf. And the review on the front of it says, full of sex and rock and roll. If you enjoyed Daisy Jones and the Six, this will be a big hit for you too. I mean, I just started it last night and I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm 50 pages in. The blurb says it was the summer of 1969. Rising singer-songwriters Jane Quinn and Jessie Reed looked untouchable, captivating crowds in festival meadows, lighting up turntables, intoxicating fans from coast to coast. It was a connection that inspired the greatest love songs, but nothing lasts forever. Beneath the hits that made them, dark secrets threatened to break them. Now it's time to hear the whole truth, finally revealed in Jane's iconic album, Songs in Ursa Major. Honestly, this one just gave me all the summer vibes, and I knew I wanted to read this over the Solstice period, and I obviously finished, what was it called? Survive the Night. I finished Survive the Night yesterday, ended up giving that 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was just fun. It wasn't like amazing or anything, it was just a fun time, and I think I need books like that, and I'm enjoying this one a lot so far as well. So that's my little book haul. Ta-da! Happy summer solstice! Had my noise cancelling headphones on, came in here, and there was a pigeon in my lounge that come in from my open balcony doors. That's how good the noise cancelling is, my headphones. I didn't hear a pigeon come in, shit all over the floor, and then I had to escort it out with some choice words, so that was great. I've cleaned the poop. I'm now wondering how to stop the pigeon coming back because it's getting very comfortable around my balcony area. I think there's a new nest this year, and I like to have my doors open. In the summer, I kind of need to have my doors open, so I'm gonna go now. If anyone knows how to prevent pigeons coming into your home in a way that isn't too much of an altering of the actual space of my balcony, because I know I could probably put some like hangings down there, but I don't really want to do that. I don't know if there's something I can just put on the balcony to deter them if there's anything pigeons don't like. Well, anyway, going to the cinema. So I just received a massive box. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice how big this box is. It's a very big box, and this contains, would you believe it, a new office chair. I'm very excited about this. This has been sent through from Ergo Human. Thank you so much, Ergo Human, for sending this through. They sent this through as part of a promotion that I'm working on with them. I'm gonna build this today. Wish me luck. We're just going to pretend I saw the instructions on the back of the chair the whole time and didn't just use the instructions online. But there are very detailed instructions on the back of the chair. I totally use those, but it looks so good. Does anyone else have a drawer of like useful things that they keep things like this in? I do, and I like to ignore that it's a messy problem by just doing that. This is the Ergo Human Elite G2, and it looks so nice. I really want to have the vibe of bringing the outside in this room with the green walls, the kind of plantiness going on with the brown furniture, and this just, it fits so perfectly. I love the fact that it's green. I'm so obsessed with the colour. There are many features that I'm very excited about with this chair. My old chair, my Secret Labs chair, it was provided for me by my work, and it was a really good chair, but at the same time, for long periods of sitting, it just didn't do the job, and I felt like I had a really numb bum, and that it wasn't really supporting my back as well. So, features in this chair that I think are going to help me a lot. One, the fact that it's a different material I think already is going to be better. Like, this is so much more cushioned feeling. It has balanced seating and posture support, and it helps to alleviate back pain and reduce strain, which is really important for me. It has a leg rest here, which is so cool. I can recline the back of the chair and I can sit like that whilst I'm gaming or something, which I absolutely love. The headrest as well, obviously the armrests. I love the fact that this is adjustable to my way of sitting. It's comfortable, it's ergonomic, it feels luxury. I just feel like this is going to be such a good chair for me. Thank you so much, Ergo Human, for sending this chair through. If you guys want to check them out, I will leave a link down below and I'll let you know how I get on with this a little bit later once I've tried it out for the day. Finished my to-do list, which means I finished Good Omens at long last. I have finished all of my current audiobooks, which means I get to start afresh. I'm going to go for The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley as my next audiobook, which I will be reading in my next vlog, because I'm going to wrap this one up here, but that is one I'm going to be listening to on BookBeat. I love a good thriller audiobook. I feel like they're just the most compelling to listen to. BookBeat has quite a lot. If you do want to check them out, I do have an affiliate link down below, which will get you 2 months free listening, which equates to 40 hours of listening over those 2 months. I did enjoy Good Omens, but also didn't enjoy it. I feel like it was really funny, and I really liked the full cast recording. It was very nonsensical, which I enjoyed, but I felt that I was a bit disconnected with it. I didn't feel like I was excited to pick it up, which I think is why it took me so long to listen to. There was lots of different stories coming together, and it was all about like the Antichrist and the end of the world coming, but it was very, very funny and satirical in the way it went about that, and I did really enjoy those things, but I felt like as an actual story, I just didn't really feel invested, and I think that's probably just me not really jumping towards that style quite so much. I do really like Neil Gaiman's writing. I really, really love The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I read The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett years ago, and that one wasn't quite my thing. So yeah, there was a mixed bag, really. I don't really know how I feel. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Fun audiobook. Just, I don't know, maybe not for me. I did another thing today that wasn't on my to-do list, but I'm really glad that I've done it. I went to the tip. I have had 2 boxes that I need to take the tip for the longest time, and I finally took them, as well as the giant box that this chair came in, which was the instigator for me thinking, okay, I actually need to go to the tip now. So that's another thing I've done, and I feel very productive about that. Also, if anyone's wondering, I'm getting on great with this chair. For the first time after a full day of working in a long time, I can feel my butt cheeks, which is a lovely feeling. That was top priority for me, was not to have a numb bum at the end of a work day, and I do not have a numb bum. I am comfortable. Also, it is very hot outside today, and I feel like this chair is very breathable. I don't feel like I'm too hot sat in it, and it's comfy, and I absolutely love this green colour. That is just, yes, that is such a nice colour. on top of everything else. It's a good chair. There is a link down below if you want to check out this Ergo Human chair. I ended up crossing off and removing create a routine from my to-do list for this summer solstice reset thing, because I felt like in the end I didn't actually need or want to do that. I think I put it on there because it felt like the right kind of thing to put on a reset list, but actually I don't really like having too much routine. I like a little bit of a routine, but I like every day being different in little ways where it can be, because otherwise everything just gets so samey. I work from home, I live alone, it's very easy for every day to start looking very similar, so I try and mix it up as often as I can and kind of remove anything that feels too much like it did the day before. So I kind of scrapped the idea of creating any sort of routine that I had in my head I was going to create, because I just don't think it worked for me, what I was thinking I wanted to create, and I don't think I need to do that, and I'm happy and healthy and enjoying things and getting things done in the way I need to without sitting down and thinking about how I want to go about that every day, so I removed that one. I am still reading Songs in Ursa Major by Emma Brodie. Really enjoying this one. This is such a good summer read. It is definitely very Daisy Jones-esque, and I think if you liked Daisy Jones, you'll really like this, or if you're in the vibe of like festival season, just pick this up. It's really good. I'm not going to finish it in this vlog because I'm wrapping this vlog up now, but I am about halfway through, and I'm sure I will finish it this week. It is the perfect reading weather for it. So if you want to see my thoughts on this, I'm sure I'll talk about it in the next vlog I film, and I have also spoken a little bit about it in my June wrap up, because I kind of assumed I'd be finishing it in June. I'm really in the mood for more books like this now. If you have any kind of festival, like hippie vibe 60s summer read recommendations, please let me know. Obviously Daisy Jones is a great one as well, but yeah, if you have any more like this, please let me know. Okay, that is it for my summer solstice reset. I feel I've done a good job. I feel good. I've planted some seeds that I'm very excited about. I've read some great books, finished some audiobooks, and summer's here. It's a good time. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.